My name is Christian Basil. Years ago, I had an idea. I got myself a TARDIS. Took it to new places, met a lot of new people, took some great pictures, and talked Doctor Who. From Krypton Radio and the creators of the Hanging With web show, this is the legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Join me on my latest adventures and become part of the legend. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Whovians are all around. Excitement tonight, because tonight is the night we say goodbye to Jodie Whittaker and the 13th Doctor. Tonight is the premiere here in the United States for, well, it already premiered in the UK, but we're going to be seeing it on BBC America live, and we're going to be doing a watch party viewing of Doctor Who, The Power of the Doctor, starting Jodie Whittaker in her last episode as the 13th Doctor in the series, also starring... wow, I couldn't even get it right. Sacha Dhawan as the Master. Oh my goodness. It's going to be a late night. So I'm going to be bringing in the team right now who's going to be helping us. Get your chats ready because Melanie is not here. So challenge has been laid out to try to see if you can get me to go insane with the chats tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a preview. So we'll be watching the trailers for The Power of the Doctor, and we'll be doing a watch party. The actual review will be taking place on our normal time on Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it is in our YouTube if you want to check it out. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's you can see it scrolling at the bottom, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. And always super chats and super thanks are welcome. Let me go ahead and bring in our panel for tonight. I want to introduce the gentleman who brought you this thumbnail that you are seeing here. Legendary Mr. Kevo.
Yeah.
From Husband Talking More or Less podcast. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Thank you. Exciting day. I've got my Regeneration outfit on. I've been wearing this t-shirt since 10 became 11, I think. So I'm ready. I'm ready.
You ready to get your heart broken?
I clean it, I promise. Yeah.
You still haven't worn it since the last time out there, so you could at least get clean.
Two hearts, though. One happy, one sad.
So, just in a quick sense, what do you feel about her leaving tonight?
Oh, she's just been great. I know a lot of people haven't loved this era. It's been low, but it hasn't even been my least favorite era of the revival, to be honest. It's just been kind of weak. I just rewatched The Flux. Such a beautiful, chaotic, fun mess. She's so fun. I hope we get to see her again for the 60th or something. She was just so fun and so nice. So nice. And I loved that.
Gotcha. And again, if you want to drive me crazy because Melanie's not here tonight is the night to do it because I'm going to be hosting the chat tonight. Welcome Sci-Fi Geek. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. That helps us get the algorithms out there. We've got some repeat offenders. Andrew Morris, thank you. I better not watch it in case I drop some spoilers. Just enjoy. You're more than welcome to what we're going to be doing is, if you're not familiar with how we do watch parties here, we're going to be watching the show. Unfortunately, we cannot show it on our screen. But a lot of you, for whatever reason, have been watching me in watch parties earlier and just want to see my facial reaction. And that's why I brought this gentleman on. This is Mark.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Yeah, my name's Mark Robinson. And when Christian was doing The Flux, it was hilarious. His reactions to The
Flux want to watch my face.
So hilarious.
So tonight he's going to be watching me live, sitting right next to me on screen there. For those of you who are not familiar with Mr. Mark Robinson, he's been on our show before. We affectionately call him the Candyman of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS because Melanie's so happy when she gets her boxes of candy, and so do I, from our friends over at the UK, and they've been exchanging candy ever since out there. And you told me something. You've tried something from the States that you did not like. What was that? What was that candy?
It was a Boston baked beans. So it was in the box that Mel sent, and it tasted like, just overcooked peanuts with sugar.
Never heard of that ever. Wow. Okay.
I have tried it, Kevin. When I was a kid, I used to love Boston baked beans. As an adult, I'm not too thrilled about them anymore. They just over time they do taste like, and especially if you get the wrong Boston baked bean, if that you get that one particular candy that was like overcooked or not done well, you're biting into something really nasty. It is. It's disgusting. But I mean, I used to like it when I was a kid. You know, liking it when I was a kid. I'm catching him off guard right there. Bring in the Reverend Amagon on YouTube. We know him as the hashtag guru here, and he's sonicking me.
Yes.
Better known as Mr. Tom Kosak. Tom, how are you doing? Welcome back, brother. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure to be back.
Alrighty, let's
Since
check
I
out
am
the
last
chat.
resort.
Sophie Flay, I know you are up. You are crazy, girl. Good night. Watching on. Oh, you're watching it right now. Okay. Okay to me. Yes. Andrew. Yeah, I watched the Flux watch parties. It was so tempting to drop spoilers. I'm gonna try, please, if we can just ask, because right now, we're gonna try to keep this particular episode spoiler free. But just in case, Melanie always asks that I put this on just in case we accidentally do it.
What?
Spoilers.
Oh. Fantastic.
And again, don't forget to subscribe over the YouTube channel, youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Tonight we are watching The Power of the Doctor, which is Jodie's last episode. And again, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Help us get up to 2,500. We are so close to that number. We're closing in right here. And I want to thank everybody. We'll announce it on Tuesday again. Kevo, 250,000 views within a year and a half. You guys are incredible. Thank you for watching. I wish we had 250,000 subscribers. That's what we're trying to hit. But hey, I'll take my wins where I can get them. And we appreciate every view that comes on and through here out there. Again, like, share, subscribe, and comment on the YouTube channel out there. Let's see what we got in the chats there. Yes, YouTube on TV. Yep, that's correct. And she's watching it live. Okay.
There's a message, Christian. There's a message from Julio.
Yeah, I saw that. Is it on at 7 Central on BBC America? If this is East 8, yeah, it's got to be. I think that's one thing behind us, right? 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 Central.
Yeah, because it's Central, then Mountain, then Pacific.
So yeah, I think Julio, I think you are right. Fingers crossed, but of course, always check your schedule guide. But I am 99% sure that you're right on that. Michael Donner, welcome. So what are we getting next month or next year for Doctor Who? I know a little bit of ahead because I've been introduced to some things, but I'm not going to spoil anything. And I'm not going to try to spoil myself. So I can say safely this. New Doctor Who in 2023. Oh, hello there. Oh, she's coming in. And we'll continue with our chats out there. Yvette Sherman will be watching in Texas. Thank you for joining us, Yvette. Thank you. Yeah, Mark.
Question. I heard it's 24. 2024 is a new episode.
Sneak attack.
60th anniversary is 23.
And yeah, I think the next full series is 2024. We don't even know that. We don't even know.
That's true. I think it's I think at least the 60th anniversary. Somebody told me it is 2023. So at least we know that the 60th anniversary will be there. What goes on beyond that, I have no earthly idea. Tom, you brought enough to share with the rest of the internet. Is that right? No. Okay.
Apparently not.
Apparently not there.
But of course.
Okay, Yvette's confirms it is on at 7 Central. So thank you, Yvette, for checking us out.
Candy corn.
What do you got? Wait, let me get.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Mark, let's see.
I do.
What do you have?
I didn't get the memo.
Candy corns are awesome. I love candy corn. But I don't have candy corn with me. I have this.
We have.
Oh,
wow.
fancy.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That just sounds
soft caramels. Wow.
I haven't seen that in the UK. And it's a UK brand.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Alrighty. Well, without further, have we bring enough to share for the internet? Sophie continues. Have watched Doctor Who at 7:30 p.m. in Leicester. Leicester.
Yes.
Leicester and okay.
We learned that on another episode.
There you go. So, folks, again, in about 15 minutes, we're going to be doing the watch party. For those of us who have access to BBC America, you're going to be watching our reactions. When the commercials hit, we're going to run our commercials. So we'll let you know when BBC America hits their commercials, and we're going to be running ours. But you get to see our reactions, and in between, we're going to be trying to tell people what we think, what's going on. Again, we are trying to stay spoiler free. So if we could just in the chats, please respect that. Otherwise, Melanie's going to ditch you. She's going to make the determining factor whether this is a safe thing or not. Tuesday, when we do our show and our review, yes, everything is off the table. You can go ahead and chat and say whatever you want to about that. We will give you the spoiler warnings ahead of time over there. But again, for just now, because we haven't even seen it yet, and I know our friends in the UK have seen it. Yes, Sophie.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, absolutely, Sophie.
And they're flooding my chats and stuff.
Ooh.
With luckily they're all just saying ah and all
right.
kind of just that kind of stuff. So yeah.
However, I did realise a little tip in UK for the people who watched it on iPlayer at 7:30. It was only broadcasting standard definition.
Oh.
If you go back onto BBC iPlayer and rewatch it, you can go up to 4K.
Nice.
Where did they went only standard?
Too many people's watching it.
Oh,
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, for the initial.
Oh, so that way the server wouldn't go down.
Exactly.
Oh wow. Well, hey, it's from what everything I'm gently seeing that people are nicely being spoiler free or saying that, it's back, that this has gotten people back onto the Doctor Who train, that if they've fallen off a little bit or were like they're like, okay, let's go. I'm like, okay.
Well, without further ado, just for those of you who may have not seen them, we are going to go ahead and present some of the trailers for Power of the Doctor. Here we go. And Melanie, let me know if this comes through or not.
Hello, Doctor. The end of your existence.
A dozen of the world's leading seismologists have gone missing. 15 of the world's most valuable paintings.
Can I let you in on a little secret?
A Dalek incursion on Earth is imminent.
Has it never occurred to you that it could be a trap?
This is the day you are erased forever. Bit of a conversation stopper.
It's incredibly dangerous.
It was a really bad idea.
Anything could happen. I don't want it to end. Yes!
Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go.
And spoilers.
Here we go.
She regenerates. So well, at least we find out. That's all I've been told. So here is the second trailer. Hang on 1 second.
I don't know. I've seen this.
Let's see here. Is that the same one? I swear it was a
Yep.
different one. It's the same one.
It
It looks
the
like-
same
I
one.
thought there was a second one. Could I be wrong about that?
Is the time as long? It's a different length.
Let me see. Let me just wait.
Hello, Doctor.
Yeah, it's the same one. Okay. Somebody said there was a second trailer. And I could be completely wrong. I ain't gonna show that. Get away. Okay, I'm just
Maybe.
removing that.
Yeah, don't. No. Scrollies.
I'm scrolling down. It went away. Okay, so you guys got the trailer. So anybody who wants to jump out over here, especially in the chats, predictions, what you think might happen out there. Kevin, let's go ahead and start with you. What are your predictions for tonight's episode? What do you think is going to happen from what you know?
I'm so bad at predictions. Well, I'm on board with the assumption that there will be a regeneration.
That was
for sure.
Let me change the question a little bit. What would you like to have happen? What do you want at this moment? Let me put it that way.
I just hope it's fun. I feel like Chibnall did a lot of stuff with the mythos that was interesting, but I don't want him to try and throw too many twists in what he's laid in the end. Just have fun with it. And leave anything like that for the next guy. I think it should just be an exciting adventure. So that's really what I'm hoping for more than anything else.
Okay. The Rebenomicon. Tom, what are your predictions for this episode? From what you know, what would you like to happen or see?
The speculations, and I thought about it, and then I wasn't even sure I'm going to be on the show tonight. It's like the couple from Flux, the dude, the girl that's pregnant. Like, it's to me, it's obvious speculation. I did not watch the episode yet. I'm going to watch it with Christian, per se. I expect that they are her parents. I'm still considering. Oh, what was that?
No, just
that was
that's
Kevo.
exciting.
That was Kevo's ooh. That was a Kevo ooh.
To me, that's speculation that they are her parents. I still want to believe that based on the old canon, there were 9 different Gallifreys, so maybe something about that. Maybe this is a parallel universe, why all these things are happening, and not anyone from the past has done anything about it. But we have Tegan, we have Ace. Is like. And someone even said, well, they're wearing the same wedding ring. So that's another speculation there, too. But it's like, let's finish this off. Let's clean it up. Is this the best for last? I hope it is. Clean it up. Let's start brand new with 14 and whatever's going on with David Tennant's Doctor. That's the confusing part as well.
I'm just gonna disagree with one thing as far as the parents are concerned. I gotta agree with Andrew Cartmel. I think if you give too much information away about Doctor Who, the show's over. The Doctor has to stay an enigma. The Doctor has to be, for a better term, as he put it, the Lone Ranger. The Doctor comes in, saves the day, leaves, and everybody goes, "Who's that masked man?" And
that pocket watch, like she put it away. What's going to happen? Like, you gonna open that pocket watch or not?
We will see.
I hope he doesn't touch it. I hope not. I hope no one touches Timeless Child again for 10 years and it's just out there, because you're right. It should just be a mystery.
So you want to leave like an unexploded thing, unexploded bomb, like a friend of mine put it, like the Valyard. We just leave it into the area, but that's it. We may come back and hit it, but we're not going to touch it any further.
It doesn't need more than what was already said.
Right.
It's already, you can do so much with what was already put out there.
Yeah. Melanie, your predictions, and what would you like to have happen in this episode?
I'm going to echo a little bit of like what Tom said on, I hope things can get cleaned up a little bit. I do think during the Chibnall era, he did come up with a lot of loose ends. And I think he may not be the one to write himself out of those. And that hopefully maybe an RTD, or he'll get somebody else underneath him writing wise that can, give it time to have somebody kind of take some of those loose ends and architecturally spin them together where it makes sense. Because I just think some of it, I think we should just let loose and let somebody else who may do a better job fix those, without having to make it like, oh, you fix it. It's just, keep it open-ended. And then somebody else can grab that and maybe, go, hey, Chibnall, maybe this is what you really want, you envisioned it ending as, but with some time, we thought of something a little bit better. So I'm hoping that kind of happens a little, like fix the ones that make sense, but other stuff, because you gave us a whole bowl full of spaghetti. Leave some of that for someone else to deal with. Let them make it tasty. I am hoping though that the enigma of why we see David Tennant running around with Donna and Wilf, maybe some of that might come up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it'll be just another little kind of thing to go, what, that kind of fun. So I'm hoping for that. But again, not letting us get too much of it. So just another taste of that, maybe. We'll see. And I'm hoping for more. I'm hoping for a really good episode for Jodie. I'm hoping that they figure out some other kind of, tie up Dan nicely, tie up Yaz nicely. Her and, Yaz and Jodie and the 13th Doctor, tie that up. But I'm almost hopeful that maybe there's more multiverse kind of stuff coming up. I don't know. I'm very hopeful, and I'm going to be happy to see what happens.
Gotcha out there. Well, our friend Mark Robinson's on tonight, Melanie, because of the Candyman. Yep, I got to do it. Where is it? There it goes. Candyman.
Oh, good.
Tonight, he's always been watching me, and in some cases when we've done our watch parties together, he's been watching us. He wants to be on while we're giving our reactions to what's going on live, which is about to take place in 5 minutes. So for those of you who are trying to sync up with us to see our reactions, again, the episode will start in 5 minutes. When they go to a commercial break, we will go to a commercial break as well. But we'll also try to put in any thoughts that are going through our heads at the time that we are watching it. And if you're trying to sync up with us, I'll try to let you know where in the break that it's going so that you can be caught up with us. So there, Robert Payne, hey, I was going to bed, but hey, stay up.
Here we go.
Quietly see a U.S. reaction. I guess the UK loves watching us, just watching us on our reactions, either squirm or just have a good time. It's nearly 1 a.m. here. My goodness. In the UK.
Let's get the party going.
And baseball is starting as well. I got 3 screens going.
I just switched off the NFL game, the 49ers game, and then I went to the Chargers game, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. So yeah.
Does anyone know how the Bears do?
Huh?
Does anyone know what the score on the Bears game was?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh shoot, sorry.
I can find out.
I gotta turn it off. Oh, I don't have my own.
Well, that's the bad thing is like my TV and everything's in there, so I'm probably gonna have to switch for the reaction part. I'm gonna switch to my phone.
I don't have my headset with me, so I might be muting my mic so it doesn't get through in the conversation. I am looking for it. Oh, there it is, BBC America.
Yeah, it's 4 minutes to 1 a.m. in Essex as well, Sophie.
Okay, so I'm setting up my reaction. I'm putting it right in front of me so you can see our heads as we go. And right now on BBC America, they're showing the Sea Devils. It's Yaz and 13 on the beach, and they're having a little discussion. So I just want to let you know if you're seeing it on there, that's where we are as well. But we are
Bears have the Patriots tomorrow. They got the Monday night game.
Okay.
FYI. Just so we just get that out of the way.
So without further ado, let's go ahead and everybody who is going to be watching, setting up. Kevo, you're able to watch as well?
I'm going to jump off for most of the live, but I'm going to come back for the end.
Got it. Okay, cool beans.
Because I don't have a TV with BBC America.
You got it there. Kevo, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you at the review on Tuesday again, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. We are trying to keep this spoiler free. On Tuesday, we're going to release the beasts, and we're going to be talking about everything under the sun. We'll try to keep it as spoiler free as we possibly can, because we want to give time for Kevo and everybody else to watch it so that we can give you and for some of them, maybe they may want to watch it again. Give them a chance to explore.
I was going to come back for the end of this, though. I'm watching.
No. You can come back. No, you can come back for the end of it. Oh, absolutely.
Just making sure. Yeah. And I'm going to keep in on the chat, but I'm not on my normal YouTube account. I'm on my channel because I forgot I'm uploading a video. But I'm going to keep. I'm going to pop in on you guys sometimes in the chat too.
Yay! I'll pop in. I'll make sure that you show you.
Thank you so much. Tom and Melanie and I are going to get ready. And what were you going to say, Melanie? I'm sorry.
Oh no, just Robert Payne says, how many ad breaks in a 90-minute show?
Oh God.
Too many.
Yes.
Audience, we're just used to it having ads, and that's the bad thing is the American television is written with the commercials, knowing this is where the act break is because we're going to commercial. Blah 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 blah. They put the commercials in the weirdest spots for BBC and the UK parts because you guys don't write for that because you don't have freaking commercial sponsors every other freaking minute. So I can't even attempt giving you for a 90-minute show for this because it's a half-hour show in the US is actually 22 minutes long because there's 8 minutes of commercials. So there you go, an hour-long show. It's actually 42 minutes in the US because of commercial. So the answers are just going to be a lot of them. I'm so sorry.
It'll be at least 30 minutes because the schedule has the next thing starting at 10:05. So it might even be like 35 minutes of ads.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So sorry.
Good luck, sailors. See you on the other side.
Thank you, Kevo. Thank you. We'll see you, brother, a little bit later. Watch in process. I just don't want people to think the audio is going to completely borked. So I'm just going to put this banner up every now and then that we're doing a watch party. Sorry, you can bring Carl back. I didn't mean to cut him off there. But I want to thank Carl for coming up and everybody that's in there. Carl, thank you for joining us. Yes, please don't forget, like, share, subscribe. This is helping the algorithms. We are closing into 2,500.
In the US? It's BBC America. Sorry, I'm answering the.
No, you're fine. LinkedIn. Yeah,
Link it
go
on.
ahead, Nolly.
Yes, where can I
Absolutely.
watch it at? It's BBC America. You have to check your local provider. Otherwise, I don't know if HBO Max is doing anything online. No, I don't think so. Nobody's going to be streaming it on YouTube because we'll get axed
For
right
people who've
now.
got VPNs and can get into the UK system, there's always BBC iPlayer.
Okay. So right now the episode is starting. So folks, we're going to go into the watch party. I'm going to have to mute. I'm sorry, I don't have my headset, but I will be, if I say anything, I'll definitely come online. So folks, here we go. So the episode has started. I'm sorry, I don't even trust this. Oh, okay, got it. I swear, I hope they wash those suits since David Tennant. That's all I'm going to say. That's not a spoiler. You've all seen the things. So. Absolutely, LinkedIn. Thank you. All I can say is very colorful. Very, very colorful. And not only that, I'm reminded of a movie with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor about a certain rail locomotive. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Throw Mama from the train. How much from Orlando to London on this thing?
Question: can you put Mel back in?
Oh yeah. We don't have any audio from you, Melanie. Let me see.
If you
Try
do,
that.
you're going to hear the TV in the background.
No, that's all right. I'm just talking every now and then to break it up.
Okay.
No, I understand what you're doing, though.
But that Cyberman was correct. The Doctor does lie.
Yep.
We learned that with 11.
Stephanie Barrett, thank you for joining us. I'm in Australia. Hold on. Haven't had a chance to watch it yet, although it was uploaded here 4 hours ago. When does it start? Is it actually starting right now, 7 minutes ago, or is it started already? Yes, we are doing a live watch party at this moment. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. There you go. That's what's going on right now. I'm going to be muting every now and then just so that the audio doesn't get through. Oh, we got the intro.
Oh, wait. That's beautiful. Possibly.
38% in. We just got through the intro. You must be way ahead of me.
Do I see Ace? Do I see Ace? That's Ace. That's got to be Ace. Yeah! We have Ace back.
Now, what's happened to this painting? It was taken down for restoration work. Was there something wrong with it? No. From time to time, all the paintings need a little TLC. But this one was only restored 2 months ago. It required a little additional work.
Yeah. Yeah, she can see through that lie. That's Ace, y'all.
I think you're like a minute ahead of me because I just got to Ace.
How are you? Really?
Can I help?
She's just taking a picture, yeah. I haven't even seen Janet yet, so.
How the? I'm on BBC America.
Yeah, so am I. Well, I'm on Spectrum and on my phone, so this is how I'm watching it.
Oh, because you're on your phone. You got the lag. I'm on TV.
Just like the others, a dozen seismologists and 15 paintings. There's something else. When I arrived at the world's most
I'm not sure how it goes yet, it is, but we'll see it very shortly, in about a couple hours from now.
But there was also a card from the Doctor. Please find an away from the Doctor. Yeah, all right, show off. Just because it's only 3 decades for me. So, what was the doll? That's not a fond memory. It's not even a Russian doll.
Do you have control of your audio, Melanie? Because I can hear the TV in the background. It's up to you if you want me to. Can you control your mute?
There was a Russian doll toy box inside, but there was also
Oh, sorry.
a card.
I'm just curious how they know each other. No worries, Janine. We'll see you later. We'll be doing the review on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern.
I'm going to jump out of this one, Christian, because I'm definitely way ahead of you. So I'll just come in at the after end.
No, that's fine. Me too, Janina. So far, it's doing okay. Absolutely, Ronnie. And you can just watch us anytime after it drops. So take care of yourselves, drive carefully. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Yeah, I don't think so. They've been always brought back there, Martin. I agree with you. I'm not sure about the ratings, but hopefully they have a good story behind it. But yes, the Daleks are here. We've seen them in the trailer, so not a spoiler. Hey, Carl. Okay, we'll be back later. Hey, check it out. We're going to be here up until about 10 o'clock when the show ends. Tensuvi, and I can't put up your chat, but I thought that was a little. It just seems like they just. That was just too early for me. Yeah, I don't understand why. It was just like, oh, okay, bye. So, don't understand that. All right, gang, we're at a commercial break. Tom, what did you think so far? Spoiler free, you're muted right now. You're still muted, dude. You're still muted.
Okay. And I'm watching it, so I had to pause it.
No problem. That's right. We're on a commercial, but real fast before we go to our commercials, what do you think so far?
I'm where to I
Spoiler
don't think
free.
you saw the part yet, so I don't know how far you are because you were streaming a little less because you're on the phone. And Melanie and I started at the same time. I'm on a different server. So maybe I've seen something before this commercial, but when the St. Petersburg 1916, I kind of guessed who it was.
Mm-hmm.
And of course I was right. I'm liking it. Everything's coming about.
All right. We're gonna go to yeah.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. We're gonna go to commercial break. When we return, we'll continue our watch party. Please stay tuned. Thank you for joining us and becoming part of the legend. Stand by. And we're back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS with our watch party already in progress. And for those of you who are watching with us and trying to keep up, Rasputin, that's all I'm going to say, spoiler free. Thank you for joining us on our watch party as we continue.
Mark. You say we're watching again? Okay.
It was.
Mute.
Let me do this. I'm release my. Can you hear my phone at all?
Yes.
Yeah. You can. Okay.
Yes. That's why I'm put on mute so I can watch it just in case.
No, you're fine.
On.
I'm just trying to see if I can run this and play it and still hear it while. What about now? Can you still hear the show? You can. Okay. Well, next time I get a headset. Thanks for joining us there, Ron.
And my BBC iPlayer is just frozen.
Oh, one day we will have everything streamlined. Sorry, but I like the Tom Baker version better. I see what you're saying, Ron.
Good on you, Sophie.
If anybody's ever been to St. Augustine, all I can think about is Pappy's glowy balls. You have to be at St. Augustine to understand what I just said. Whatever you need to do, Sophie, I appreciate you being on. Again, if you're watching, we are currently right now doing a watch party for the Power of the Doctor. Getting shot lessons from stormtroopers. That's all I'm saying.
And the other guys with red shirts.
Ron, if there's spoiler-free questions, ask away. Otherwise, we'll be back Tuesday to hit all those questions. I'm sure there are plenty.
Visually, it looks really good. The colours.
Me neither. Ouch. I appreciate it, Ron. Thank you. Again, Tuesday at 6 o'clock Eastern Standard, we're going to do the review. So come on back if you feel comfortable about asking. By all means, we'll answer them. Hello, Dalek Hal. Under my feet. Thanks, Ron. I appreciate it.
Whereabouts are you, Christian?
Orlando. And just hit a commercial. So, well, we already know that she's going to meet Tegan and Nissa. I'm sorry, Tegan and Nissa. Tegan and Ace. Wow, I'm going to get those straightened out correctly. So that's where we're at right now. They're finally met. What do you think there, Tom, about the meeting?
Well, Tegan is pretty pissed.
Yeah. Not too much on the spoilers, but I think people would know, since the last time Tegan left the Fifth Doctor, I could see where this this angst is coming from.
But that's the one thing. In the classic episode, didn't she actually choose to leave?
She chose to leave, but she didn't leave on good terms either. It
And-
was kind of almost...
Yeah.
It's almost like a very bad marriage breakup as far as I was concerned. It's like, I'm leaving. That was it there. Hi, Sophie. Thank you again there. Ron Harris, that will mean something later. Just saying. No worries there. I appreciate you. We'll appreciate you coming on tonight. Appreciate you when we see you on Tuesday there as well, and watching all of the episodes. Sophie Flay, how are you doing? Oh, that's sorry, that's Dalek Hal talking. And like Mickey once said, the Mrs. meets the yes, very good, Edward. Not too much on the spoilery, but I will agree to that. We're going to continue our viewing watch party, folks. We're just going to send a commercial break while the BBC's on theirs. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and become part of the legend. We'll be right
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity. Streaming now.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night, and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live, and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night, we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
I was hoping that the commercials on BBC America would have ended by now, but no. So, everybody, welcome back to Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We're just waiting for BBC America to catch up. We are doing our live watch party of The Power of the Doctor. So, if you don't see us talking as much, forgive us. We are watching the show, and we don't want to do anything spoilery. This Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be doing the live review of The Power of the Doctor. So, right now, I'm watching a commercial for the Graham Norton show, and hopefully you'll be coming up. There we go. We are back, and I am going mute while I turn up the monitor. Here we go. For those of you trying to keep up, they just met the Master. Bit of a buzzkill. That's true, Ron. He does have a crazy, but yeah, he's good. Nice hat, Mark. I actually heard Tensuvian once that somebody described him as a kid with a lollipop who just kept eating the sugar, and he just goes nuts like a kid. But he does have some wild moments, and I do think he can be crazy. So he does have the crazy master part down there. So different interpretation, but I see him in there. It's amazing to see a little more rugged. It's like he's been through something. Like he's character changed just a little bit. No worries, Edward. We're trying. We'll keep an eye on things, but if you can keep it spoiler free, we appreciate that. No problem. We just want to make sure anybody who hasn't seen it yet, we'll get all of that this coming Tuesday. So,
oh yeah, Christian. My prediction for this episode is going to cost a lot of money in new uniforms.
Really? Hey Hubs, he says Sacha has really been given room to spread his wings here. Hope he gets to stay on after Jodie leaves. Good. Thank you for joining us, Hubs, and on doing on our watch party. Again, for those of you who are joining us, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, help out with the algorithms, and we're getting close to 2,500 subscribers on our YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, well, you're watching us interact and talk, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And please comment tonight. We want to hear your comments and what you think. We just ask you to keep them spoiler. Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will be going over the review, and we will be spoilering the heck out of it. Oh, what? Hey, Kevo, thanks. You gonna unmute there, Mr. Tom? Yeah. I don't have you muted.
Okay.
It's your
Pause.
side. There you go.
You got so into it, I didn't know. Ooh.
Got it. So, yeah, I'm going to follow on Kevo for what Kevo said over there. What's happening? Oh, Yvette, lots, and we can't spoil it. This is there. We're doing a watch party. I think you've been here for a while, Yvette. There. What's happening? A lot of stuff is happening. So, I wish you could see it with us. We are doing a watch party of the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS for The Power of the Doctor. We're watching on BBC America as it premieres, and unfortunately, we do have commercials going on. And if you don't forget to like, share, and subscribe with our YouTube channel, super chats and super thanks are totally welcome out there. If you want to contribute to help grow the show out here, just simply subscribing is way more than enough. But get our algorithms going out there. Speaking of algorithms, we're going to take a break while BBC America is on break as well. When we return, we'll continue our watch party with we'll be right back.
You have more options than ever before when choosing a film, a television or internet series, a book to curl up with, or even a radio show or podcast. Get to know the people who are creating for you. The Hangin' With Web Show, hosted by award-winning author and journalist G.W. Pomacher, is the internet's fastest-growing web talk show series. The Hangin' With Web Show features professional, yet casual, in-depth interviews with creative arts and entertainment pros. Meet the people behind a digital revolution in creating more quality content than ever before in the history of media. Find the Hangin' With Web Show on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter, or simply go to www.hanginwithshow.com. That's www.hanginwithshow.com.
Hi, my name is Jamie Engel, critically acclaimed author of The Toilet Papers, Places to Go While You Go, a short story collection suited to match your bathroom needs. Only have to go a little? No problem. I've got stories under 1,000 words for you. Far from poopin'? I've got you covered, with stories over 5,000 words to keep you occupied, while your latrine stays occupied. And that's not all. The Toilet Papers is endorsed by the fine folks from Squatty Potty, the stool for better stools. But don't take my word for it. See what Dookie the Squatty Potty Unicorn has to say on YouTube. You won't be disappointed. Well, I've got to go, but you can grab your copy of The Toilet Papers on Amazon in ebook or print, or get an autographed copy from me at therightangle.com. And don't worry, I promise I'll wash my hands first. The Toilet Papers. You might just stay in the bathroom longer than you need to.
Meet the Doctor.
I'm the Doctor.
But not the one you were expecting.
All right, sexy. It's time to go home.
Doctor Who Velocity, streaming now.
And we're back with our preview of The Power of the Doctor. And we're all going mute. Please, if you want to chat in the chats, by all means, we just ask you to keep it spoiler free. That's it. We will be reviewing the episode 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, live. And if you are catching up with us and trying to keep in tabs, the Doctor just met the Dalek. It's like Rescue 2.0. No problem, Ron. I'm hoping you're enjoying both shows, and us as well. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yes, way. Spaghetti. Yes. I have a lot of questions, Mark.
Spoiler.
You're right. What the hell?
You gotta love Christian's face. He's really confused at this present time.
I mean, this is not the background. This is actually, he's playing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel their pain when they were staring at each other. I'm like, yeah. Okay, we're at a commercial break. And they're doing a Sally Sparrow commercial. It's a farmer's commercial, but they're doing the... Never mind. Okay, that reminds me of John Sims and the Voodoo Child. Yeah, it does. It does harken to that. That was just... Yeah, that was... Okay. It's weird.
Yeah.
That's fine. I live with it. It was just... I can't. I just can't. This is awesome. Yeah, Well, they're on a commercial break, so we're on a commercial break. When we return, we're going to continue our watch party for The Power of the Doctor. When we return, please continue to stay logged on, tuned in, and become part of the legend. Thank you all for joining us tonight as we continue.
Famous Faces and Funnies in Melbourne, Florida is leading the way in pop culture fun. From comic books and graphic novels to Funko Pops and collector's items, Famous Faces and Funnies has it all. Rick Shea and the professional team at Famous Faces and Funnies are friendly and knowledgeable. Whether you're looking for toys, props, collector treasures, or a new comic book, Famous Faces and Funnies is your one-stop shop. To find Famous Faces and Funnies on Facebook and Twitter, just type at FFF Comics.
Join author Gary Zeiger for an animatic short film based on his breakaway Stingray novel series.
Watch this animatic short based on the novel Stingray, You Can't Hide Forever at stingrayseries.com. In Stingray, You Can't Hide Forever, Captain Epsilon is putting the band back together to rescue his protege's little sister from the evil conglomerate, while keeping his state-of-the-art warship Stingray out of their hands. Watch as the adventure unfolds in the groundbreaking animatic short at stingrayseries.com. Then, join the crew of Stingray with the next novel in the series, Stingray Prophecy, where Captain Epsilon and Dr. Zubre are pivotal players in an ancient prophecy. Can they reunite the people of two worlds before they destroy each other? To learn more, visit stingrayseries.com.
And welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We're just waiting for BBC A to finish its commercial break, and then we will continue on our process as far as watching our watch party for The Power of the Doctor. The last episode of Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor, and apparently somebody else left really early in the show, which I was like, wow, that was just kind of quick. That even happened there. Thank you for joining us tonight. If you are in the chats, we appreciate that. Please, we just ask that while you're in the chats, keep it spoiler free. A reminder for those of you just joining us, we will be doing a review of the episode on Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will remove the spoiler tag. Julio says, I'm watching this and babysitting at the same time. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We are doing our watch party. Again, please don't forget, as you are here waiting for us to restart, youtube.com, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you for joining us. We're getting over to that 2,500 hoop. Speaking of which, the show's back on and the watch party continues. But he's already tried this before, and it didn't work out too well. Okay. Toasty! If you're watching with us in the watch party, something was forced. That's all I'm going to say. Sorry.
To me, this is when it starts getting really good. No spoilers.
Haircut.
Now I'm behind because I somehow muted it.
Got kicked the ear, right? Yeah, I like it. Yep.
Come on, Tegan. I'll hold the lockdown till you're clear. You carry that back with you all.
Batgirl. Really? Okay. Damn flute.
Ooh.
Your thoughts, Tom?
Let me pause my. If there was some kind of music going on, it didn't come through the source I'm using. That's why I thought I accidentally muted it. So I like silence for that whole section. So I had to rewind mine.
Oh, okay. No, we it's still. Yeah, there was music in the background, but
That was me. But I had to watch it in silence and go, what? What?
I'm
my head's spinning. I need a drink.
It is a bit spinning there. Speaking of spinning, we are going to get a commercial break while BBC America is on theirs. We'll return. Please continue to stay logged on, tune in, become part of the legend, and please continue to chat on there. We just ask to keep it spoiler free. Thank you so much, and here we
Sweet dreams displaced on me inside my mind. Change my truth, twist the past, my memories are fading fast. Am I still missed?
31 days of Halloween are still on up until the end of the year. So you got 8 days left. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, Facebook.com/The Traveling TARDIS. There are over 63,000 Whovian followers, and we want you to join in on the team and see what the fun's all about there. Hashtag 31 days of Halloween. It's going to continue on until Halloween night. So please check it out over there. Also, if you haven't already, help us out with the algorithms, folks. Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, YouTube.com, Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. The show's back on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Here we go.
Whereabouts are you, Christian?
What's that?
Whereabouts are you?
First.
Okay, I'm behind.
Telephone pole. I'll put that way. Oh, wow.
And you were doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Ron. Oh, wow.
It gets better.
That's why we're here, to stop you. And the manifestation.
Nice. Haircut. Yeah, Ron. Callback overload. Hey, Cody. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you for you're watching the US. We're watching the US too. And as for if you're catching up with us, it is telephone pole. That is correct, Lorray. Oh my god. Bill and Ted. That's all I'm saying.
I just got to the telephone pole, so I'm.
Oh, you
Oh,
just got to-
okay.
Yeah, telephone pole. Telephone
Yes.
pole. Yes.
Yes.
Spoilers.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Well, it was the thing is, got to remember. That's what I was referring to, Kev. So if you caught that, great minds think alike. I know what you mean, Yvette. Yeah, it's hard to chat, not to spoil. You can probably say ooh ah kind of deal. Okay, we're on a commercial break, but here's something a little different. I'm not going to run commercials because I got to run to the bathroom. So, Tom, I'm just going to run out for a second. If you guys want to talk a little bit more, I'll bring in the chats just as soon as I get back, but I'll be right back, folks. Stand by. I'll be going to the bathroom.
So, Tom,
Going to the
why
potty.
do you think the fans love Ace so much?
A stronger companion. I mean, let me move my screen. I can't see so I see the little TV monitor. Oh, yeah, I am. Strong-willed character like Leela was, because we went from Tegan always complaining about everything to Perry whining about everything, and Melanie screaming about everything, and Ace saying, "I can do whatever I want to. I can smash a Dalek if I want to." You know, it's the heroine brought back into the screaming companions. So yeah, that's what I believe.
But even from the new Who, a lot of fans still love us.
Of course, because you had everyone down is like, "Oh, I'm in love with the Doctor," and this and that, and like, okay, but doesn't she just gives that hard-hitting appeal about the whole thing? It's like, but what's the with Tegan and Ace? Is there anything connecting there? That's what I'm getting vibes off of, you know. And now that I had to rewind because I thought something was wrong with. I thought I had put mute, but it turns out the source I'm using, they could not play that music background, so I was a little bit behind. So when I said the telephone pole, okay, I finally caught up to that point, and I was happy with what I saw. I'm okay with spoilers, so when I saw one of the images shown on there, said, what's going on here based on that little gathering picture together? So, okay, I understand it now. So I fast forward a little bit to a point of I don't know, how can I even say that? I can't on one of my 31 days of Halloween, I did a poem. I think it was the first poem I did for day one. That's as far as I've gotten so far. You know, I'm in the TARDIS. That's how far I am right now. So maybe I got to the point of where everyone else is on BBC America.
I just asked a question, Christian. Can't hear you. No audio.
Oh, I'm sorry, because the computer shut off the microphone too. Stephanie Barrett, I'm going to say, we're trying to keep this unspoilery, Kate Threat. That's all I can say. I'm hoping that comes across there. So
I've just asked Tom this question, Christian.
Yeah.
Why do you reckon Ace is so loved by the fans, both new and old?
Because I think everybody could relate to Ace a little bit more. She was the little lost girl. She was Dorothy who, went over to Oz. I think her character, for me, was kind of one of the first companion arcs because she was unlike the previous companions. Not to say that anything wrong with it, but she had a story behind it when you go into Ghostlight and Ice World and all those. You kind of see it there. We're back. Ace is looking down. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I'm still behind.
Oh, this is kind of like Amy that way. Oh, go. Okay. And nobody saw that. Oh, okay. There we go. Got it. Yes. Columbo Gaming, hey, thank you for joining us tonight. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we are doing the watch party for The Power of the Doctor on BBC, currently running on BBC America right now. She said the W word, and I just fell in love again.
I'm still behind.
Yvette, I'm not going to put your comment on, but yep. You know what? Sure. Fine. There you go. If anybody knows Ace, you get out there. It's his first companion and McCoy first Doctor when I started watching. Oh, okay. Not much watching since Tom Baker. Okay. Spoilers were on. The Doctor did something small. I'm waiting to see what it means. I hope you all caught it.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody caught it? Oh, Mark, we'll get it at the end there, or you can tell me if it's a spoiler.
A little bit, but I'm not saying anything. It's a cryptic spoilers.
Aww.
Now, please don't get.
Okay. From my point right now, all I say is up on the roof.
Tegan looking down. Yeah, that was a very lovely moment. It's not. I'm hoping we still have a good story and it's not full of memory berries. That's all I'm trying to say. I like that the memory berries are in here, but please don't override what the story is, because it's still a little whacked out a bit there.
Wicked. Hashtag. So wicked.
You're just having too much fun, aren't you? What?
Arnold Palmer suit. Volcano in space.
Well, we knew he would be back, but I didn't know how they were going to shove him in there.
Oh.
I heard the rumor that he was going to be returning. I just didn't know how they were going to shove it in there. It was odd, but okay, I'll accept it. I did like the little banter that they had together out there. Yeah, that was good. If you're caught up to where I'm at. I can't put up your chat sentence. I'm sorry, but yeah. Yeah, we did have a memory berry come back even harder. I just like to see him back. He was my favorite companion of the 10th Doctor for me. Or the 13th Doctor, I'm sorry. I need to watch again. I hope it's repeated. I'm sure it is. If you're watching BBC America, I think they do have either a repeat right after, or it's like they have it and they'll have one episode of Doctor Who and then one after. I'm not exactly sure, but I wouldn't be surprised if BBC America is not repeating it. I mean, wouldn't be surprised if BBC America was repeating it so you could see it later. For those of you just joining us, welcome to Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. We are doing our watch party. We are on the commercial break, but I'm just going to pause. I won't run the commercials right now. I want to get Mark and Tom's take of what we got so far. All I'm going to say this, Mark, is the G's in the house.
Yeah.
Or in the cave, I should say. So, and that was a little fun banter between the two of them. I thought that was great. I'm not exactly sure why it's there, but I was happy to see him back in the saddle out there. Yep. Yeah, we're correct, Sarah. BBC America does repeat. Please make sure that while you're still here, you are going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Help us get us to 2,500 before the end of this year, if not the end of this month. Like, share, and subscribe on our YouTube channel. That helps the algorithm. That helps us get our name out there for The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS, so you like it out there. Mark is enjoying his time. Just in case if you're not familiar with the panel, this is Tom Kosak. He's also our hashtag guru. He's also the Reverend Amagan on the YouTube channel. Mark is the Candyman himself. If you've seen previous episodes, you will see that he makes Melanie happy every time he brings candy into the room. And there's the Candyman himself out there. Mark has been watching us on YouTube. Had watched me on previous watch parties, and he said, no, this time I want to sit in when you do it, because he, for whatever reason, likes what my facial features are doing at the time out there. So, and apparently all of you are sticking around like as well.
Even in this episode, the amount of times you just got like bedazzled and confused of what the hell on.
Yeah, there are some things that were just like, why? Where are we going? It's like, but it's kind of like a roller coaster where you don't see ahead. Maybe you enjoy the ride if you're just hanging on and just let the ride do for itself. It's really weird, but oh, there we go. Did I like her a sonic screwdriver?
No.
Oh, okay.
Did they hear a sonic screwdriver? That was me.
Did I hear a sonic screwdriver? Yeah. God. Ron Harris, BBC schedule for the next few hours. 50th anniversary specials next, then Twice Upon a Time, then replay of this. Yeah, I'm sure they would replay it. They've been used to that. They usually play it later on. So thank you for that information, Ron. So people know they are catching on right now, and they're like, "Well, I'm not going to watch the episode." Hey, you can repeat this again while you're watching the show, and you can see my reaction at the same time that you're seeing the show itself out there. And please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much. I'm watching the numbers go up. It's very nice. More subscribers coming in. Let me get
okay. Without any spoilers, how are you guys finding this episode?
Well, I will tell you in a minute, but we're back. Show's back. Stand by, please. Everybody, we are in the process of the watch party. Pretty good so far. It's okay, Columbia. I got it. Guys, go man. It's fine. Like father, like daughter. It's Tegan.
Still behind. Oh.
That's what I thought.
Oh, rabbits.
And has an Eighth Doctor vibe thing going.
Ooh, snap.
Well, she looks good like that. I actually like the new outfits. Sorry. Yep. Sorry to bet we are at a commercial break, and when we return, we will be. Looks like we are almost. We are at least 3/4 of the way, if not further on. Got at least another 25 minutes of the show with commercial breaks. Speaking of which, when we return, please continue to stay logged on, tune in, and become part of the legend. We'll be right back.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room, we played from the bathroom, thankfully that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
The massive audio Doctor Who Bad Wolf Bluetooth TARDIS speaker. That's all I gotta say, one word. Wow. It looks like it just jumped right off the screen. Here it is in all its Bad Wolf glory. Right here is the on-off switch and the up and down volume. Right here's the speaker. The TARDIS stands about 6 inches from the bottom of the TARDIS all the way up to the top where the light is. Look at the detail. Wow.
And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you just joining us, welcome to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. My name is Christian Basil. In just a few moments, we'll be returning to our watch party once BBC America catch is up. Tonight, we are doing the watch party for The Power of the Doctor, a viewing and preview. And Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, this is when we will be doing our live review of The Power of the Doctor. Set your schedules there because you can live and chat with us rate how everything went out for The Power of the Doctor, the last episode of Jodie Whittaker as the 13th Doctor. We are coming closely to the end of the episode on BBC America. According to our friend, let me bring that chat up that he had there because he was so. There we go. Ron Harris mentioned that if you've missed the episode, BBC America will be rerunning it. They will have the 50th anniversary episode right after. Then Twice Upon a Time, then they'll replay this according to what Ron has mentioned. So thank you so much, Ron, for bringing that to our attention. And don't forget, while you're here, please like, share, subscribe this episode as well as all of our episodes. Don't forget, we did do Phantasmagoria last week. They did a wonderful performance. If you're not familiar with Phantasmagoria, they did a nice little performance of the Victorian horror troupe with their performance of Do the Little Switch for Halloween out there. And again, don't forget to subscribe. The show is back on, so here we go. Please, again, if you're going to chat, make sure that you keep the chat spoiler free because we will be spoiling it all Tuesday coming up out there. Speaking of nasty surprises.
Mm-hmm. Oh, snap. Oh.
I don't know where you're at, Tom. Just to let people know, Tegan pulled the plug. Let me put it that way. Trying so hard not to make this spoilery, but that's the best way you can put it.
I wanted to quote her. Oh, the other one, I should say.
It's a bit of an odd question, Columbo. I don't know. I don't hate them. I don't know.
Did I miss it? What? What?
You're right, Cody. This is quite cool, especially for Chibnall's work.
I thought Kate's been in the TARD.
Nope.
Spoilers!
All new crew.
wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, Tenzuvi, and I can't put your chat up, but it's a good question, and
Yeah.
they are so awesome, Cody. You got to check them out. I got some referrals on. I mean referrals, but recommendations.
Something dark side. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm just going to respond, Tenzuvian. It's him, but it's not really him. There was a weird explanation about that, and yeah.
Yeah, don't get cocky.
Christian, it might be worth writing down some of these spoiler questions and save them for Tuesday.
Possibly. I'm sure we're going to have a zillion more questions when we get to Tuesday.
I think so.
How does Capaldi say it, Tenzuvian? A thing happened. There you go.
Okay, Sophie. I can't believe you're up this late, Sophie. It's almost 10 to 3. Legend.
I can't believe you're up this early, Mark. You guys are awesome. You guys are told, both of you are awesome. Anybody who's up in the UK right now, awesome. Okay, well, we're back to a commercial break with BBC America. I'm still keeping quiet, so that's not to spoil. It really is kind of hard. It's just like when I'm trying to tell Mark where I'm at. It's like if I tell you, then I'm going to let something loose on the where we're at, and probably a spoiler. And so I'm trying to avoid it at all costs. Again, we are in the process of doing a watch party with The Power of the Doctor, which is premiered on BBC America. Looks like there's about less than 20 minutes left of the show. We're on a commercial break right now, and I'll spare you our commercials at this moment there. But keep chatting. I'm going to bring your chats up right now. So while we got this break with BBC America, please tell us what you think. All we ask is to please keep everything spoiler-free. This Tuesday, we'll be reviewing the episode at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time live, and you can ask away everything. And
that's 11 p.m. UK time for the moment.
Exactly. That's 11 p.m. UK time. You and Sophie and everybody else.
And Andy from UK. Do these guys have work or college tomorrow?
They like our show. They love our show. Everybody loves it. And I was excited because I was watching Friends too when they were doing their watch parties and stuff. I kept an eye out on them. Although if you did hate furries, I would be sad if you find out, because Well, I think I know what a furry is, but I'm not angry at them. It's not that I don't like them. I don't know. It was just a side question, Columba. But I mean, if you're a furry, then go on, go forth, be who you are. I'm like, I don't care. I don't judge here. We're cool about that. It was just a weird question to ask. It'd be like, hey, how's it going? How are the kids? Do you hate
By the way,
furries?
I'm a furry.
There you go. By the way, I'm a furry. That was it. It was just it caught me off guard. So I'm gonna say that. Christine, how you doing, love? Hi, Sarah. Thank you for joining us tonight out there. We're doing the watch party. There seems to be about 10 minutes left of the show. We are not going to be saying anything spoiler. We're not even going to review it tonight. We're going to review it on Tuesday. So yes, Sophie, we're going to be there on Tuesday out there. So the thing, no spoilers, darling. I'm trying not my best. Sarah, it's so hard not to spoil. I so want to chat about this episode Tuesday. Believe me, Tuesday we will be here. I will put the link in the chat so you guys can copy and save it or whatever, or just subscribe to us here at the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS here on YouTube or on our Facebook page. This was made during a high level of COVID.
I think it was, Rod.
Was it?
No, I think it was just past.
I think this was after, right? Just
Yeah.
right after out there, and still looks like a normal episode. They pulled out all the stops. Well, I mean, they did.
Flux was definitely in COVID.
Right there.
This was slightly afterwards.
All the things. Thank you, my dear. Story is a little messy, but really enjoying it. The master, the companions, the scenes with the telephone pole are good. Yeah. Thank you for keeping it somewhat spoiler free. I appreciate that, Andrew. So many questions about yes. Cody, I have a dental visit today. Well, that day, but I you know what? Take care of yourself. Do what you need to do. You can always catch us up on the reruns and always chat with us. Just after. There you go.
And Cody, if you've got a mobile phone, watch it on your mobile. If you've got free Wi-Fi.
Speaking of Wi-Fi, we are back. Hopefully this might be the final run. Stand by, folks. We are back in the watch party. Oh, I'm saying, I don't know why I keep thinking of Subnautica every time I see that thing. Mark, I just looked up and saw your helmet there. Lewis, was it any good? What's your rating for it? We're going to let you know on Tuesday. This is just the watch party, my friend, but thanks for joining us out there. Lewis, put the link on VillaCon. Please let people know about where they can see more information about that. Yep. There we are. Columbo, I don't know. I wouldn't ban you for that. You're more than welcome here, so you are good. Thank you, then. And folks, if you're in the Florida area, check out our friend Lewis at lunatics.com. Let's come down to this. Thank you, young Codger, for joining us. YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe. I know I'm repeating it tonight, but every subscriber, every help, every share helps us out a great deal tonight. And as we move forward. No, I'm not going to put that out there. Well, maybe I can put that out there. There you go, Cody. Because everybody knows we're coming to this point. I like that coding. I do. I like that.
Let's not say goodbye.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I think I remember that. And we're back to a commercial break. I guess this is one more. And bringing in Kevo. How you doing, Kevo?
I'm back.
Spoiler-free update. So, Kevo, what do you think so far as we're coming to the end of the episode? Fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I had to play in two places at once for a second.
There you go. I will be there to chat about this on Tuesday. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much. There's a lot of you out there. Thank you so much. You've helped us hit our goal. You've moved the needle a little further. We're now at 2,390 subscribers. We are getting closer and closer. So everybody, thank you so much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching and sharing. I see there are a lot of people who've been liking this episode, who've been watching us, and we thank you for joining us tonight. Those of you in the UK, like Mark, you guys are crazy, and I love you for it. What is it, 3 a.m. over there?
Yeah, just on 3
Good
a.m.
night. Jeez. You guys go to bed after we're done. Please go to bed. Get some rest.
Yeah, I second Ron with that.
Please get some sleep out there. Columbo, he's saying that sounds like Souffle Girl, if you know who that is. Yeah, Clara. Cody says another favorite. You cannot save a civilization without saving yourself first. Yes, God, your commercial breaks the ultimate foe. Yes, especially when it comes to Doctor Who out there. And so Sophie agrees. UK massive. There you go. 10 responding to Columbo for Clara. You guys have been chatting up so much. It's lovely. As we get to the end of the episode, quickly, everybody. Well, the episode's not over, but I want to make sure what we're going to do is we're going to rate the episode, 10 being greatest episode ever, 1 being not so greatest episode ever. As soon as we get to the end, please give us your numbers, and we're going to call it a night after the episode ends out here. Cody, the First Doctor, said that too bad so many early episodes have their videos lost. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll find them one day. I will need therapy. I will need to join a therapy group to talk about this. That's probably true. Tuesday, 6 p.m. We're providing great therapy. And you just geek out without.
You might have to do Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You know what I mean? Like 3 days to talk about this episode.
Yeah. And for people who are, I think, in the United States, I don't know about the UK, but there's an app called Pluto TV. They have a channel that's solely for Doctor Who, and that's all they run 24/7. If you want to watch Classic Who and you just want to get the feel of it, Pluto TV, it's free. It has one channel for Doctor Who. Now, the only thing is, you can't pick it. It's just going to run, and you can have any of the Doctors. I don't think and there's advertisements, but I don't think that's a bad thing for free Doctor Who if you just want to geek out Doctor Who.
We've got Pluto in this country, or mainly on PlayStation and certain TV apps, but it doesn't have a Doctor Who channel on it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still in recovery from this, and I saw it hours ago. Okay. I can understand that. There are a bunch of feels, a lot of memory berries, and I was pleasantly surprised by seeing some things come back out of nowhere, what I was unexpecting, and I'm happy for it. Because I'm one of those that goes, I want to see this, and now I can shut up because it actually happened in this episode. I know, but a lot of first and second Doctor episodes are lost. Ten's woman. Young Kadra, I'm still recovering from that. Okay, gotcha. I'm sorry. Yeah, I watched it. Simple as it can be. Lorraine, looking forward to Tuesday. Yes, please do. I'm just waiting for the commercial break to be over, and then we're gonna just talk about it. And then, speaking of Devil, commercial break's over. We're finalizing our watch party. Stay tuned, folks, and we'll just talk about it in a little bit. Okay, Mark. That looks good, Mark.
I've run out of unit hats now. Too many commercial breaks.
Yeah, glue his head on.
Of course she's okay. She's the doctor. What are you doing here?
Is it Sophie? Okay, Fox Channel.
Didn't you get your invite?
That's a good point, Ron. RTD has a lot going for him at this moment, but
Apparently I've got to be the across all space.
thanks, Kadra. I appreciate that. Yeah, any information where we can find it, help people become Whovians and keep geeking out.
Are you at the AA moment?
Yes.
Oh, so I heard you surpassed that part.
Oh my God! Seriously.
Yeah.
I hate you, Mark. No, Mark was giving me a hint. He says, "Be careful about the AA segment." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Not to scream.
I was spoiled by that earlier, a couple hours ago. But watching it's like, okay, I like it. I like it a lot.
We do too, Langdon. We got a lot of questions for Tuesday. Hold those questions, trust me.
Yes.
Got a question for you,
No,
Mark?
I haven't got a fez. I gave it away.
Oh, my fizz. I forgot.
I would think that room would be bigger, Mark. Hell of a lot bigger.
I think so.
All right, a little spoilers in so I can see it's coming into the chats out there. Oh God! Of course he's got it.
Of course.
Yes, that's.
Fences are cool.
We know what's happening, so it's okay.
Where are my drumsticks? It's coming.
Coming. I am impressed by her last line. I am very impressed. Okay, regeneration energy is not that powerful any. Jeez.
Everyone's got a different look, though.
Oh my goodness, it just gets worse.
I must admit, Jodie's regeneration did have some like little rainbows in it.
I gotta confess, Kevin. Maybe it's a little bit more dramatic when with the continuation series, but when I'm with the old school friends. It's like I remember when my doctor just dropped and died. Oh, there we go. And spoilers.
What?
Wow.
What?
And I knew it.
I think everybody did if you've been paying attention.
No, that line though. I knew that. You just know.
And that is it. That is it for BBC America. Again, our good friend. I'm going to find it.
Just wait until it finishes. See if it's got the preview on.
Yeah, there'll be a preview after the credits.
I
didn't get a preview.
Let's see if there's a preview. Have the next episode? Oh, I'm assuming it's the 60th anniversary. So there you go. No, they went right into 50th anniversary special.
Wow.
So we're not getting a preview of the 60th.
It's on YouTube. You'll be able to find it right away.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It is on YouTube. What you watched earlier. That's what we got.
Literally just search Doctor Who and it's right there.
I'm sure BBC's probably already put it out there. So it's just like, if you don't want to spoil yourselves for the 60th, go for it. It keeps getting better. Cody says it's so cool. My goodness. I wish Melanie were here. The Fez. Andrew is replying to your Fez there. Tom, Tens. Oh, I've been waiting for this. Oh my God. Yeah. It just looks like everybody's just geeking out there. And speaking of geeking out, Melanie.
Oh my!
Hey, girl.
Wicked, but so many questions. Yeah, I gotta. Let me get through the chats, Melanie. Speaking of chats, I'm just gonna run through the chats real fast. Everybody's basically, and yes, it's 10. I probably won't put that up there. Oh my God, yeah, I did. Shush, Mark. Well, if they watched it, they've already seen it. I'm trying to keep it less spoilery, but Tens, thank you, everybody. Thank you for chatting, and there it is. Ron goes, well, okay. Andrew, don't forget she was in a regen chamber. I guess that's a spoilery thing. Cody says it was fun. Sophie says yes. Ron says, what just happened there? Tins, oh, that was great. Wait for the preview. Is there a preview that I'm just seeing the 50th anniversary right now?
Yeah, because I saw that there was supposed to be like a preview, and I figured that there was going to be like they would play it afterwards. And I was kind of watching this screen.
You know what?
America doesn't care.
All right. You know what?
They started playing the 50th, and I almost started watching that.
Hang on.
I mean, obviously.
We're going to do something for our friends in the chats.
What are we doing?
Trailer.
Yeah, it literally says it ended.
I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do a trailer.
If you've been with us, you should be prepared.
I'm going to break my rule this time.
What rule?
I'm going to show the trailer for the 60th.
Okay.
For the Time Lord Triumphant?
Let me do that. So for everybody who was kind enough to stick around and watch, without further ado, here is the trailer for the 60th anniversary. Everybody else, it's not too long. You can just cover your eyes if you don't want to watch it. But here we go, folks.
Mute us too.
Let's go ahead and mute
yeah,
you
that's
guys.
it.
Full screen.
Huh?
Full screen.
I don't know who I am anymore.
Someone tell me what the hell is going on here?
And that's all you're getting from Bad Wolf and
Oh my god!
Sony.
Oh my god! 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 Oh my god!
It said 2023.
2023.
It did not say 13 months from now.
So it could be
I'm still
January?
holding out hope. Yup, or anything along the way. But like, that's going to be so long to make us wait. Why would you do that? No, no.
Yeah, all I knew is.
Oh my goodness! Sorry, I'm just running.
Yeah,
through the
all I
chats.
knew. Yeah, I was just
Got it.
reading that I stayed away from spoilers. I stayed away from as many spoilers
Sorry,
as
Ron.
possible. The only spoilery stuff I kind of got was that they were filming the 60th, and that don't know why Tennant's in it. Blah 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 blah. And as more and more people kept doing set leaks, I was like, nope, I do not, no. So. Yeah, no, but yeah, I'm
happy. Got David. Well, I meant everybody kind of knew that it was leading into the 60th, but
we didn't know when. We didn't know the order of operations.
Lincoln, if you can keep them spoiler free, that's fine. But like I said, Tuesday at 6 o'clock, we're going to geek out and we are going to remove the spoiler tag, so you can talk about anything you want when we get back on Tuesday, and we do the live show when we're reviewing the episode. We're just
we're not going to say anything right now.
Did you say we're going to give rating though, or no?
We're not talking about anything we just watched.
I can just go to sleep.
Exactly. I will go to bed.
Then we are in review mode right now. I know everybody wants.
What's the point of this? What's the point of the people who are watching this right now?
We got friends who are going to be on the Tuesday episode who wants to review it. But you know what?
We can still review it. We can also geek out right now. I'm just sorry. I'm just like really wanting to start talking about it right now.
I'll tell you what. Everybody in the chats, if you want us to go ahead and talk about just a little bit, just to see what you said, just put the word spoiler in right now. Just put spoil. Just write in the word spoil right now there. And I'm running through the chats as best I can. There's so many of them. I don't do robes. Stephanie Ben, yes, I did. No, we just guessed as we knew Shooty hadn't been filming yet. 60 years. Yvette, I need to pause for certain places to check out certain people. I see a Dalek.
Spoiler.
There's a ton.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
You need to keep up, dude. Everyone's yelling, "Go on, spoil."
Go ahead. You guys.
All these people have watched it.
I'm gonna. You know what? Here, I'm gonna take care of the chats. You take care of the show. There you go. So if you want, I'll continue with the chats and just let me know when you guys want to jump in and say anything. Doctor Who at 60 and beyond. Thank you for joining us. Must finish BBC America.
Cody's saying no spoiling. Okay, so light spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Spoil so Mel doesn't explode. Thank you, Hubs Club. Okay,
I won't
so
get too much into
light
it. Let's
spoils.
just light spoils.
Light spoils, as in
Right.
this episode had a lot of people that I was not expecting to show up, but was ultimately thrilled. And I mean, this felt like if you took the 50th with the callbacks of actors showing up, this was like, I'm surprised that this wasn't the 60th. If I started making a list of actors previously shown on Doctor Who who've played canonical roles, and they're just showing up left and right. Some in costume, some in not, some name tagged. I mean, I was just, okay.
Which is good because it was a centenary, so it should have been some level of elevated for that.
Yeah.
What rating would you give it? Just out of 10.
Oh,
No
God.
spoilers.
Okay, so that's the bad thing is I would almost give this a 9. If I give it a rating right now, I would say
right now.
9.5 because there was parts in the beginning of it that I was just like, really? We're going there? Like one musical selection, I was like, really? We're gonna do this,
So
and I hung on too long.
You and I are having that kind of.
It was for the TikToks.
I mean, yeah, that's true. So I was like, all right, fine.
The TikTok generation.
As we kept going, I'm like, all right, fine, that's forgiven.
I got so many chats going completely nuts. Let me just read these through real fast. Love David, I'm so thrilled. Camden Market. LinkedIn said, was that Matt Smith? And I don't know. I didn't see anything.
I didn't see Matt Smith in this.
I didn't see it either.
I might have
there.
seen a flash of his
Bravo.
face during one of those, but
Yeah.
Awesome. And that's a possibility. Absolutely, Sarah. And we'll do the review. If you want to join in and jump in, I'll tell you what.
I'm jumping one right now. I agreed with Edward Ide right there. I can't believe that this is him, because if we had this level of content for the rest of Jodie's era, I would have been like, oh my God, he saved the best for last.
To not be spoilery, there were things in this that I wonder how much reciprocity there was between Chibbs and Davis in terms of transitioning into whatever Russell is doing, because there had to have been some amount of communication, I assume, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe there was co-authorship.
Well, there had to be some kind of bridge between the two, because they were bringing in, of course, the 50th. How far that bridge went, how much influence it went back into this episode, it's hard to ascertain without asking them and just say, hey, who picked what? This is the 50th we wanted. Yeah.
I could give people, because I know some people who didn't like the 50th and wanted more. I think that I can understand that. I loved the 50th completely and utterly, but I was still getting back onto the Who train, and so I was ecstatic and loved the 50th. But I could see people who, if they had any type of, not so great feelings about the 50th, I absolutely understand that comment.
So, Mark, I've been confused. So the Centennial Special isn't a 60th anniversary. They are separated, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Centennial anniversary is what we watched tonight. That is due
to
the BBC,
this was the Centennial.
BBC's 100 years of being started.
Oh, okay, so this is celebrating the BBC.
It's BBC's
anniversary?
birthday.
Doctor Who anniversary.
Spoilers, yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, lots of spoilers to that.
So the next episode will be the 60th anniversary, and that's the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who. Well, this one is the 100 years of the BBC.
Okay.
Where loads of people are getting really confused, saying like this is the 100th episode. I've seen it on YouTube. One YouTuber was saying this is a 100th episode of Doctor Who.
It's like
what?
What?
Yeah,
we're closer to 175.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like,
but if you want to do all of them, it's like 800 or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly, that too.
And so a lot of people really get some of you guys across the pond are really get confused. So this episode, what we just watched, is the BBC's 100 years anniversary. Yeah, Doctor Who Beyond. BBC started in 1922.
If you look on Wikipedia, the list of Doctor Who serials that has like the list of every episode in proper wiki fashion, it also has listed story number. I don't know how or like who made that list that it can be fully trusted, but if it can, this was the 200th televised story according to that list. So that's pretty cool. But no, it was not the 100th episode of the revival or anything.
No,
this is a good comment.
Oh,
and I have even more questions about the Master now, and that's not spoiler. Spoiler-y. Nope. I kind of did.
I get the feeling everybody's gonna have more questions on Tuesday. And just we're just gonna be loading questions from here.
How much would you give it out of 10?
Still digesting, but like I want to currently say 8.
I would say 8.
Fair.
It was what I wanted. That I said at the beginning. It was mostly just a fun romp. Didn't do anything too heavy. A lot of fun. Left us in a good place.
Mm-hmm.
And you, Tom?
I agree. I was thinking about that as well. 8, because some things we'll see what happens in the future, but when at the beginning and when the Cybermen appeared and retrieved what was there, what happened that part? What happened that little segment there? And what about what's his name's wife? That still is that some kind of the cargo? Is that related in any way?
We saw what happened to that.
what happened to the cargo part there, and the master thing kind of threw me because I'm watching a little tiny screen and catching up because I did not get to hear that music because of what the source I was using when there was nothing to it, so I had to rewind and say, okay. So I was kind of like digesting everything again, but that main little part there, and I understand with the whole crossing situation, and hence why we can have David Tennant appear as the 14th Doctor. Are we saying that now? Is Shooty the 14th or is Dave the 14th? That's
it's probably
I like it, but I like to have a little bit of more details here, and that other appearance that we saw of a familiar face as she appeared. I still like to know what about that, because that was brought up. What is this whole thing that was created? Are we going to go back to seeing her again?
Okay.
So a little bit two left open for me, but all around I'd give it 8. Just those 2 minor things marked from down to 10.
Okay. What about you, Christian? No, you've seen it.
Tuesday. I gotta hold something for Tuesday. I'm leaving it for Tuesday, and I gotta be honest. I'm with and Kevin's boat is like I'm still digesting this. I'm still processing this. I might go back and watch it again just to see things, to make sure everything was clear, to just see more streamlined. Because I'm gonna be honest, when you're running this show and watching the show and going back running commercials and stuff like that, I wouldn't say I didn't give too much to focus, but I really want to focus and give a good rating for this, a proper rating for what's going on. To say that I was disappointed is not at all. They're just so, but I agree with LinkedIn. There's some I have questions, and I really want to go back and see if they may have been resolved. Like as Kevin said, maybe I don't want to miss something and not give it the credit it's due. I really liked it. As far as Memory Berries is concerned, it was really nice. Like everybody said, this was the 50th anniversary we didn't get. They added so much to it, and there were really heartstrings to see companions meeting their previous doctors in the current day, even though it was just a hologram. That brief moment would just be nice.
For me, I will probably give it a strong, like a high 7 or a low 8. There was first 20 minutes, I felt it really, really slow and very, very Chibby's writing and very, very tacky. Yeah, to start off with, it was like, oh yeah, these again.
I like Andrew's comment. Watch it again with subtitles. Lots of answers, but still some questions. That's what I'll probably do as well.
But there's those certain things which just doesn't make any sense in it.
I thought there were a lot of things in their devices that made it confusing.
I was more confused in the beginning.
I felt it was more overly complicated than confusing. I think in the end, I didn't really feel confused by anything, but it was overstuffed at times, which is a very Regeneration episode.
I will go with Kevin on that.
That's on now.
Complicated is a very fair term on that. It was like, okay, this
just like the one that gave us wooden Cybermen. Like they put a lot in these things.
Exactly. Yes. And the question comes to, well, why was that there? So, like I said, I'm going to give it a second viewing where I have time when we're not running the show, and make sure that there were questions answered that I just didn't catch. When we're focusing on the show and stuff like that, and going back and forth and turning up the volume and stuff. So I want to give a proper rating into this. I just don't want to catch it off guard. If I'm doing it tonight, I can safely say it's a pretty high rating. However, this is stuff I wish I had seen in the last 3 to 4 years, where Jodie has the tools, the writing, the directing, the visual effects. And I think it was clearly that Chibnall, when in his first year, he said he wasn't going to do anything from the past. Well, he shoved it in this one episode. And I said, Why didn't you have this? Look what you can do with the past. Look what beauty you can bring into it, even though maybe people today have not seen Doctor Who in classic era, could feel for what was going on.
Yeah, but this one did seem like that there was more time allocated to this, and there was more money or a budget allocated to this.
And that might be that might be the possibility. I mean, where does it become now? Bad Wolf and Sony getting involved? Maybe they wanted this one episode to be really good, and everything else was kind of BBC budget. I don't know, but
Because I'm assuming money only because when you think about how the volume of people who came back, those are names. They're gonna ask for money. That's it's working actor. You're gonna have more worth. So then rather than a regular episode where you can have a lot of great character actors, you have you can use a wealth of talent within the UK. But then now that you're literally looking for specific people, there's a lot. That's a lot of money you got to put towards people and not just extras. So that's where I'm thinking. Well, now you can have more. There was more money thrown away.
I totally get what you're saying, but money doesn't make a better story. Midnight, wonderful story. I doubt that was highly budgeted. It was in a room with 6 or 7 people, and that was it. And people consider to this day one of probably the best episodes of Doctor Who ever. And all it is 2 people staring at each other, repeating what they were saying. But the music was there with Murray Gold, the directing, the acting, everything. All it was them in a box.
Oh no, I get that, but
I know
you're
what
also putting a lot of money towards the caliber of actor. Also,
no, I know what I get what you're saying. There's a balance between the two, and at some point, if you got the right stuff, sometimes the money just doesn't. But yeah, I get it. They had to hire a lot of people for this one.
When there was one particular callback that came in, and an older gentleman, I'll just say, I was absolutely thrilled to see them in their little round table of companions. They call it Companions Anonymous.
I don't even know where we're in the chat. I'm trying to get to everybody.
You are so far behind.
Oh, I'm really? I know I'm behind, but I wanted to make sure everybody got their say because I saw there were some stuff.
You're 10 minutes. You're 14 minutes behind.
No, but there was some stuff I don't think they got out there way back. But we'll get to it.
We need to get a time machine to do this.
I know. Do you want me to go back into?
Make them all come back on Tuesday
at some point.
They can all come back Tuesday.
And this episode made my geeky heart so happy and wonderful. Ashley Hobbs, my friend. Mwah. Imagine if the writing had been like this for the last 4 years. This was something else. Yeah. And I think this is a clarification for Lincoln. Patrick Harris, not Matt Smith. I think that was where the confusion was.
I could see that. Though.
Okay.
That's true. He wrote that without RTD. Lorraine says this episode made me. Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
I understand David had a preview of the script.
Okay.
Codger says, as far as I'm aware, Chibnall and Russell had no communication. Chibnall didn't figure out RTD was the next showrunner until just days before he was announced.
Wow.
Stephanie says
Russell would have just picked up from where the energy dissipated.
There was someone that was dressed like Matt in 2023 preview, but it didn't look like his face.
Yeah,
I have questions about the Master now. We jumped down to there. He had a collaboration at some point. Yes, Mask. 50th and Audio Ventures plus Centennial equals canon. 100 years of the Beeb, according to Anthony. And there are going to be multiple 60th anniversary specials. So we know
there's a conversation. They're now commenting. Where you're at commenting is where we're talking about the difference between the BBC and Doctor Who anniversaries.
Got it.
That's where you're at now.
If you did not know the ending, would you rate it the same? Because dang, I'm still kind of shocked.
My answer would be no, because I'll go watch it again before Tuesday when we do our review. But to me, the episode it did this. It got better as we kept going along, and it's kind of under that same theory when it comes to pain or any type of painful procedure. Like if you go to let's say that you get hurt if you're going to the dentist and your procedure was absolutely you had maybe pain at the beginning. But then towards the end, you had nothing. You're going to look back at that and go, oh, it wasn't too bad. But if you had no pain whatsoever, and then at your last memory is, oh, the Nova came off, you're like, oh, that was, ow, that hurt. You're gonna look back at that to the timeline wise and go, oh, that was absolutely horrible. So sometimes that's how I think people tend to review episodes, especially when they're fresh, is if it ends on a high note, you're gonna think it's the greatest thing ever. But until you go back and actually kind of re-rate it. So right now I'm at 9.5.
Can I ask you guys a question in America? Because this might be a difference. Did the thing which was in the cargo, did that reappear at another point?
That was the tentacle thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Because there's a lot of comments saying that it...
Yep.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Because in the UK, so I didn't know whether or not they cut it, like Christian was saying earlier on, about how the BBC America used to cut the show down because of commercial breaks. So there was only a little clip of the child. I didn't know whether or not the child was seen again.
It was to me a little confusing. If you
missed that bit.
Yeah, because she explained it. The doctor explained it really
Yeah,
fast.
as Ron said,
The
he was
child.
the
The
kid.
cargo
I was
was
like-
the child, and the child is the neat little.
Well, because we all know what they wanted us to think the child was, or who it could be,
Yes.
or what it could be related to, and it wasn't. And I think
Yeah.
they did that on purpose,
Mhm.
or at least I'd like to hope, because that would be very clever.
Yes, like the entire time that was a red herring. But yeah, I agree. Maybe there was this is how we're gonna fix this. Bloop.
Yes, what took so long for Chips to flesh out the Doctor, he gave her so few good storylines. I meant we presumed it was the timeless child, so we didn't get to where she came from. Yeah, it was kind of like
They wanted you to think that, even though they didn't say it.
Yeah,
but they didn't even explore it. That was the thing. I was like, okay.
No, I'm glad they didn't talk about the timeless child again. Good. That's what I even said at the start. Don't talk about it again. For like,
Yep.
Beginning was slow and it
ages.
gained in momentum, and it was like they threw everything in. So tonight I would give it a high rating, but I wish I would have been over the past few years. And I
Yeah,
think that's
I agree.
a blanket statement for everybody. That's like, where was this? Where was this for the last 3-4 years? This would have been a completely different take on things, and I think it would have been brought a little bit more positive. The EP was
This ep.
This ep was
Episode.
episode. Sorry. We'll bring back a lot of people that stopped watching Doctor Who. I hope so.
I agree. I think this will.
Moving forward. Thanks. Okay. Money does not make a good story. Okay, so we're back with the discussion about the money thing in there, but you need money for special episodes. I would say special effects. Great minds do, and I thought it was the timeless child also, but the Doctor said was a creature. Yeah,
it was some weird name.
It was the MacGuffin. That was why Star Trek Next Generation succeeded. Hello, Kyle.
Hello, Kyle.
And Sophie is still awake. My God, girl. I love you guys. You only missed 25 comments.
And that was 4 minutes ago. No.
I know. There was a call to Adric. I did like that memory.
That was amazing.
So awake. Even my Gideon was happy with this episode. See you later, Cody. Thank you for joining
Quick
us.
note on the Adric note. I really liked it that Tegan goes, "What happened to you?" And you're like, "Say the same to you." Love that I always love how Doctor Who might bring back an older, a doctor. Yes, they've aged, and they kind of will have some like cheeky comment to address that, and then keep moving because it's look, we're not gonna de-age every person
can't help
in the world. It is what it is. Are you happy or not?
Yeah. I don't approve of Midnight at this time, as the Doctor was helpless, out of control, and it scared way too many children. Psychological thriller, not suitable for children. I agree with you, Stephanie Bear, but if you've ever seen Classic Who, Midnight is not really that scary as far as the
frightening.
Some of the stuff in the 70s and 80s, I'm like, wow, especially like Talons of Wing Chiang, which is my favorite episode. This episode, I think I enjoyed the most out of any Chibnall story. Would I go through these past years before it if I knew? I don't know, but I'm here now. Okay, so
This might be the episode that'll will make people go, you know what? I miss Jodie, or I'll go back and give her a chance. Maybe I'll go back and see the episodes people highly recommended that I missed. maybe that'll kind of hopefully happen.
I have to watch it again. Was the child the tentacle thing? Really?
Yeah.
The girl was the energy source of the planet in disguise. Yes. So they just kind of gave us a thing. A thing happened. Yes, the child was the creature. Kadra says my rating of it, I think, is a 7 or 7.5. I don't know if it's good. Say if it's good itself, but it was fun.
Yeah.
And those last 10 minutes with 13 Jodie were the best. And Andrew says Doctor Who isn't a big scary. It's not Doctor Who. That's true. I mean, nothing against you, Stephanie. It's just when I grew up, I meant the stuff that I'm being told now that was made and produced in the 70s and 80s to bring it up to the day would scare the hell out of children. I said, well, it was entertainment for me. I like to think I turned out okay, but I get you. The Peking homunculus, Mr. Sin, still freaks me out. If I ever hear that audio, Mark, I'll leave a deposit somewhere.
It's part horror. It's part of what the genre. It's part of a genre, really. It's
Right.
Children's horror adventure.
Wow, I got through the end of the chat, sir.
You did.
All of them. Woo! I bet you 1,500 more will show up in just a
Yes,
second.
they
There.
will.
Hide behind the sofa. Yeah, that's what Doctor Who was all about back then, and still is today in some cases.
The only thing which has annoyed me about this episode is I'm just going to have to fork out more money for another unit costume.
Yeah.
It's all Mark.
But you ran out, so now you won't ever run out again.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we approach our third hour of this episode, my goodness, thank you so much for joining us. Of course, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and definitely keep an eye on us hit that notification bell because we will be reviewing this episode Tuesday. And I know a lot of you have a lot of questions, a lot of stuff, and we want to make sure we break down everything for our 90-minute special, which includes the 1 hour show, and then we have the after party for the questions that maybe we didn't get hit. You can bring them over to our Tuesday episode and join up with us. Guys, Mark, go to bed. Sophie, love you. Go to bed.
Andy, go to bed.
You guys are awesome, but anybody have any last minute words before we end this episode?
Just one thing.
No, that's it.
If you already like, subscribe, and share, then invite your friends who haven't to subscribe, like, and share.
Exactly. Oh, well, guys, wow, 3 hour episode. Oh my goodness. Let me just finalize the chat and I'll get to the last one. You could get a TVA costume, Stephanie. No, I was born in the 60s, so very familiar with the classic here in Australia. Oh God, Australia. Thank you. They had no such scary.
Oh, Stephanie's just starting their day.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you for waking up with us. Where the doctor was helpless and out of control. I had to do some research, but I think there may have been a few episodes. I'm not antagonizing you, but I do think there may be.
Or maybe they just didn't air over there.
There's possibility there. And a lot of see you on Tuesday nights there, folks.
Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. And like I said, subscribe. You will see it. It is in there, and it'll provide you a reminder in the U.S. there.
It's 1:36 here in Australia. Yeah, it's Eastern Standard. So for us, like if you just click in New York, that's the time zone.
Yeah.
I'm only going to say this, Codger. If Jodie, for whatever reason, doesn't do Big Finish, have you ever heard Sophie Aldred do 13? It's amazing. She can do it out there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for running the course tonight. We'll see you Tuesday. Don't forget to say your goodbyes because you might be at the end of this episode. So thank you so much. Again, please take care of yourselves. Damn you two.
Mark,
go to bed.
Mark, are you working in the morning? Sophie, are you working in the morning?
And Andrew as well. Andrew Morris.
Andrew, oh my Lord.
He's UK as well.
Stephanie's already working.
This afternoon here. Okay. All right. You two guys, get back to your lives.
Stephanie's
Thank you so much. We are.
Hi, Hookie.
Good night. And thank you so much. We will see you Tuesday. And take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.
Thank you.